I recently found this vintage Prada bag from the early 2000s for an absolute steal because it has some discoloration on the back. It was such a good price, so I figured I would just take the risk, and if I couldn't get the discoloration out, then I would just dye it. I tried wiping it down with these leather cleaning wipes, and that did absolutely nothing, so I whipped out my saddle soap and my horsehair brush. I gently scrubbed the discolored area using circular motions, being very careful while doing this to make sure I didn't scratch the leather. I did not have high hopes for this, so I was pleasantly surprised when I wiped the soap off and I saw that most of the discoloration was gone. I went in for a second round, and unfortunately I think I scrubbed too hard in one spot because I did remove some of the white paint from the leather. At this point I decided to look inside the bag, and much to my horror I found what looks like chewed up gum stuck to the lining. I guess this is why I got such a good deal on this bag. I removed the gum and I used the horsehair brush to scrub off any solid pieces that were stuck to the lining. I then brought the bag over to my sink and I covered it with a trash bag so it wouldn't get wet while I worked on the lining. I started by scrubbing at the stain with dish soap, and unfortunately that did nothing to get it out. So I saturated the stain with this laundress stain solution and I let it sit for about an hour before I rinsed it off. And as a reminder, this is what the bag looked like before and this is what it looks like now. Unfortunately I couldn't get the stain out, so let me know if you have any tips.